Right now, it's time for the introduction of the starting players. And for that, we go to the public address announcer at Selland Arena, Brent DeMonte.
Go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may we introduce the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First, for UN Las Vegas, starting at forward, 6'8", number 25, Spoon James. For Fresno State, starting at forward, 6'8", number 44, Scott Barnes. The other forward for the Rebels, 6'8", number 35, Armin Gilliam. The other forward for Fresno State, 6'8", number 55, Jos Kuipers. At center for the Rebels, 6'9", number 31, Richie Adams. At center for the Bulldogs, 6'8", number 33, Fred Emerson. Starting at guard for UNLV, 6'6", number 11, Anthony Jones. At guard for Fresno State, 6 feet even, number 3, Ron Strain. The other guard for the Rebels, 6'2", number 13, Freddie Banks. And the other guard for Fresno State, 6'4", number 42, Mitch Arnold. The coaches for this afternoon's game, for UNLV, Jerry Tarkanian, and for Fresno State, Coach Boyd Grant.
Knocked away. Mitch Arnold is there to retrieve it.
Down to 7 on the shot clock.
Kuipers lets fly. A three-pointer by Jos Kuipers.
You've got two lines out there on the court. It's the red one or the closest one. That's what we're playing is the three-point basket. 19-9 away.
Pass underneath to Richie Adams. Out of bounds, Fresno.
Been unable to do anything offensively.
Kuipers on a two-point attempt. Tapped back by Mitch Arnold to Ron Strain. Scott Barnes.
That'll be important if Barnes can hit that. Remember, with Emerson starting, Scott Barnes is at a forward, so he might get some more opportunities to shoot from the outside. That was about a 10-footer.
Going. We've played almost 4 minutes from Selland. Strain doesn't shoot much. Going to try that one off the glass. Barnes puts it up. He does. Yes, he got it. It started to come off, then rattle back inside. We have 13 minutes left in this half. Mitch Arnold fires from outside. Short follow-up. Kuipers.
Well, I don't know if it was intentional or not. Richie Adams was on Mitch Arnold, so he wasn't underneath, and that's why Kuipers, when he got the rebound, threw it in without being contested.
Barnes has 5 rebounds to go with his 6 points. Strain in along the lane. Barnes! Here comes Strain. He's got it.
They've got to call timeout. That's what I was talking about.
Timeout. The University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And it's a 15-6 lead. Fresno State with 12 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first half. By Anthony Jones. Brian Salone over to Jos Kuipers. He's good from that point. Indeed he is. 17-8.
He's down pretty deep before it decided to come back out again.
It's still a 17-14 lead, Fresno State. Mitch Arnold is open. He's got it. Mitch Arnold, a 6'4" senior out of Illinois. A 19-14 lead for Fresno. out to Brian Selland. It's a very, very passive pass. Here is Kuipers underneath. And once again, Fresno State has a 7-point lead. 11 of the 21 points scored by Jos Kuipers.
UNLV.
After these messages from our local station. Welcome to Grant's Tomb, huh? There's one big sign up in the upper reaches of this expanded Selland Arena that said, Boyd's bleacher bums collect shark's teeth. Signs all over. Well, we're going into the second half now. 2-point lead for Fresno State, 24-22. Barnes, Strain, Kuipers, Arnold, and Emerson. The way they started, right at the free throw line, lays it off over to Strain, back over to Arnold. He takes an even tougher shot and hits it.
Yeah, but he's a better shooter. Strain, really a team player, made the smart, unselfish play to give it to the better shooter.
UNLV with Freddie Banks, Armand Gilliam, Spoon James, Anthony Jones, Richie Adams to start this second half. 4-point lead now for the Bulldogs. James off to Anthony Jones. Jones drives in and had a block, and Al Hackney's got a foul.
That is not Jerry Tarkanian.
No, it is not. Fred Emerson commits the foul. Anthony Jones goes to the line. Jones is only a 54% free throw shooter.
That is kind of strange, isn't it? He's a good shooter. Looks like a good basketball player that does everything well, and you would think he'd be about a 75%er at least.
He makes about half of his field goal attempts, just under that, 49%. But at the line, something else again. Jones misses both free throws. Gilliam has had his problems. In fact, the entire UNLV team. Arnold misses. There's Emerson. He scores it. And so the Bulldogs come roaring out of the gate to start the second half by scoring. Mitch Arnold, 5-footer. So Fresno State has a 6-point lead at 30-24. 4 lead. Look at that. UNLV shooting only 13% this half. There's Arnold. 32-24.
Called it out of timeout.
UNLV has not been ahead in this game since they led 6-5. There's Scott Barnes. 36-28. Up an 8-footer. Another rebound for Scott Barnes. 8 points and 8 rebounds for Barnes. At the side, Arnold.
That's 3.
A 3-pointer by Mitch Arnold. They only gave him 2, according to the official score. There's Selland. He finally tips it in.
I think Las Vegas better start thinking about calling a timeout. They got the crowd going now. We're in the second half.
Running some time off of that 45-second clock. There's Barnes going hard, scoring it. A 10-point lead for Fresno State. And the Banks will take the shot, a 2-pointer. Rebounded by Scott Barnes. 9 rebounds for Barnes. Brian Selland underneath over Catchings, gets it. 44-34, Fresno State. Fresno State 44, UNLV 36. Underneath the Barnes, scores. And again, the Bulldogs build up a 10-point lead, 46-36. Over to Mitch Arnold.
Give it to Kuipers, he's ready.
3-point attempt by Jos Kuipers. 49-42. I'll say he was ready.
Basically gone with their starting lineup for the most part, except for Selland. He's played well.
Selland tips it in. Selland's first shot was deflected by Richie Adams, and then Selland tipped it right back through. 51-44. 6 points.
Because they're behind. Playing against Fresno, you can be that way.
Bounce pass over to Scott Barnes. He puts it up high off the glass. A 9-point lead for the Bulldogs at 53-44. Selland. Nice pass from Barnes, and Strain scores it.
That's why they're shooting 68%. They're really threading the needle in there with their offense.
Fresno State is about to up its overall record to 14-6, 9-2 in conference play. The Rebels will be 18-3 and 11-1. They're wiping it off. Stepped over the line.
Yeah, I think it might have been Anthony Jones.
Barnes with 18, Kuipers 17, Mitch Arnold 12, the three leaders for Fresno State. Barnes, in addition to his 18 points, has 12 rebounds. Kuipers has 7.
I'm still trying to figure out if that's what they're doing, why Jerry Tarkanian called the last time out.
It's over. Fresno State the winner, 63-52, and UNLV's 17-game winning streak is over. A victory for Boyd Grant and the Bulldogs of Fresno State, 63-52 over UNLV.